Alright, welcome back. So, last time, honestly, we kind of had our entire worldview shattered. Because if what seems to be the case is true, that means that going into the head of one person and altering things in his brain somehow altered the entire reality of the world and the past and changed everything. Which seems really weird. If everything is as presented, I mean, that basically kind of implies maybe he's reaching a higher plane of existence and altering things, so then that changes our plane. Because otherwise, it just doesn't really make any sense. Maybe it would make sense if you go into his head and you change his idea of what happened. But no, you change the actual past, even things that don't involve him. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that's even harder, more far-fetched than other things that the series has done, or that other things that maybe would make sense. So, yeah. It remains to be seen if that is what's actually happening. And why, and how.
Iba and I saved Iris during the sink yesterday. She wasn't killed.
True, but that was only a dream.
Maybe the dream changed reality.
Impossible.
Then how else would you explain it? Iris came back to life.
Date and Iba saved Iris and Somnium, and that changed the history of the real world? Well, I guess it's not possible.
What? Why would you think that?
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now. A woman's mind changes with
Alright, I was kind of talking to her because I thought she'd be the rational one.
No, it doesn't.
What did she say? Okay.
Anyway, I believe in Date. I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss.
Okay, what? Believing in someone doesn't mean that every crazy thing that they say is true. I mean, he's just making a theory just like everyone else. Oh.
Stranger things have been known to happen.
What? What stranger things have been known to happen than going into the brain of one person and altering the entire history of the world?
2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium.
That's not strange.
It must have been a prophecy.
I think that's less strange.
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
Is there really? I think that's up for debate. Knack for change? Okay. Willingness to believe crazy conspiracy theories is apparently a good trait to have when moving up in the world.
Congressman Sajima is suspicious in more ways than one.
Of
Exhibit
course.
A.
Oh my god. Do we really need to prove this? It's just obvious.
3 days ago, so-called Shoko Nozami, we still don't know exactly why. He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sajima was at Okiura Fishery, but he didn't inform us of this. There must be something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium. Dreams are constructed from memories.
Wait, what? Oh, for some reason I thought they said that backwards, and I was really confused.
Yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris. So was an Iris's somnium.
Wait, she did say it backwards. Look at that.
So was an Iris's somnium.
I swear I heard that. That's funny. That's a funny bug. All right.
I sent him home yesterday.
You released him?
What was I supposed to do?
That is retarded. What the hell? That makes no sense. I mean, he's like the most suspicious person in the world right now. We have every reason to believe that he is involved with the murder. Like, every single reason, including evidence. And she just listed all the reasons. But yeah, no, we won't hold him.
We can't hold him without solid proof.
That is solid proof. At least enough to charge somebody. It's not enough to convict him, but it's enough to charge somebody.
What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
I'm continuing to doubt the intelligence of this police department.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery the company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years. Renju holds no shares. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his...
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious. It is absurd.
Thank you.
Not possible. Dreams are figments of the imagination. An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous.
Thank you.
Consider it.
Thank you for being a voice of reason.
If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality?
That would be less strange than what actually happened.
If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
That would be less strange too, because that can just be a coincidence, and this is actually altering time.
But at the warehouse,
That didn't even involve
You
him.
must have been
really.
hallucinating.
What? All right, there's better explanations than that.
Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's
Well,
frozen
okay, I guess that kind of
corpse.
makes sense. Yeah, okay.
It is affecting your mental state. Last
that could be
night,
true.
you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree,
And nobody else saw the body
why
besides
not
him.
go talk to Iris?
That is really suspicious, so. Why didn't we talk to her when we were there?
Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via... She is currently somewhere in the I would suggest searching the where you may be able to discover. Mizuki went to Bloom Park. She was prompted by a Nile. There are three possibilities. 1. Renju killed Shoko. 2. Renju was threatened or black. 3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message.
Yeah, I guess that one.
In any case, the motive is still unknown. We need to talk to Renju.
Renju, where did you go?
You asked Mama. It is possible she.
We can talk to Iris if she was Renju's class. Iba told me about.
There were 4 people: Sosajima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama. And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
We have many avenues of.
Let's get moving.
Just because this should have been the last time. Right, dead person comes back to life. Maybe we should talk to them.
I am so you right now.
Who says that?
Why are you angry?
You backed out on your Shovel Forge promise.
I didn't make any promises.
Yeah, and you didn't go there when you had reason to suspect that she was in trouble, too. Pretty silly.
You promised me a date, though.
I did go to your house.
2 minutes before midnight, and you didn't even take me anywhere.
Yeah, because we only had 2 minutes.
We could have gone somewhere. Iturup, Kunashir, Shikotan, Habamai?
Absolutely not.
Then you should have come earlier.
Well, I know you were mad. Why was your phone? I couldn't get a hold of you.
Wait, does she not remember? See, that's what I'm saying. We could be in a completely different reality where this, like, didn't even happen.
Last night around 2, who was it? And you left the house as well. Where did you go?
You really want to know?
Yes.
And you'd do anything for the answer.
Yes.
All right then, Shovel Forge.
No.
Then go on a date with me.
Again, no.
But you owe me for yesterday.
I told you I couldn't get a hold of you.
Objection! Even if you did get a hold of me, you didn't want to see me anyway, right? Until you fulfill your promise, I won't tell you anything.
Ugh. Iris, promise you won't laugh, but I saw something at the cold storage warehouse last night.
What?
Your dead body. I told you not to laugh.
But come on, Date. I'm alive. I'm right here. Look, I can jump around. Woohoo!
Stop! In my dream, I saved you from being killed, and here you are, which is why I was like that when I... Sorry, there's no point in telling you all.
No, it's fine. Sorry for laughing. I just didn't know what was up with you.
Huh?
I believe you, Date. Maybe you were in a parallel world or something.
Another bizarre explanation.
But it's a holiday. No school today? Duh.
Oh, right. It's a holiday.
Did you forget to?
That's why I'm at Lemniscate today. We're going to do a recording session for a show soon. What about him? A traffic accident? I'm worried.
I'm starting to think, I don't know. Because she remembers everything the same, maybe it really was some like a fake body or something like that. Or somebody else that just looked like her. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I mean, maybe he's supposed to be able to see clearly enough that's her, but to us, it's just like, you know, I mean, he didn't look very closely. He just kind of ran off immediately. And it's a dead body, and she's like frozen and all that, so... I mean, anyone that kind of remotely looked like her, I think would kind of be easy to confuse.
Any idea where he could have gone?
I'm sorry, no. I've seen him on TV.
Ever met him?
Oh, that creepy wave and head bobbing. Oh boy.
No.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
Why do we need everything
So,
summarized
what are we doing?
constantly?
What do you mean?
For our date, of course.
Oh. This could be a split option thing. I'm gonna try to hang around her more and learn more.
Fine.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yay!
So there's also a question of who would have a motive to kill her, which we have 0 clues on.
So you'll play Shovel Forge with me?
I will not.
So we'll go on a date then.
Yes.
Deal. And you have to honor our agreement this time.
I can't believe it.
Oh, but we can't go right away. I have a recording coming up. I should be done by 3, though.
Tessa, we're starting soon.
got it. So, Date, meet me back here at 3? If you ditch me, I will be beyond furious. Anyway, bye for now. Peace.
There is no point remaining. Let's get moving.
I definitely want to go there. Is that Iris's house? Sagan. I don't know who that is. I think it's the last name. Oh, I do want to go there too. Okay, let's do this one. Yeah, I could have looked around before I checked out the cloth too, but I briefly did and didn't see anything interesting.
Boxes on There is nothing abnormal. A forklift. It doesn't seem like it's in use.
Ooh, that was in the dream.
It was likely just left here. Hi, I'm Jemimon.
Iba, the jokes.
You first arrived at that time,
Iris is dead, but
but the second time,
the corpse was...
it was but the body could not have simply vanished.
See, that's ridiculous. It would take the police 2.5 hours to get there. Because it would be the same time as him getting to the police station to interview.
Crime scene investigation was here before 11.
When did they arrive?
According to the report, 10:30 p.m.
What? Why did it take them so long to come
After
in?
we finished syncing with So.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Thank you.
Correct.
Why did it take them so long?
Unknown. The report does not specify.
Ooh. Alright, yeah, that's the thing too. Alright, so if we're going non-supernatural with the experience, or with the theorizing, I mean, they could be in on it. Or they were ordered by somebody that's in on it. To delay.
Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Yeah.
Outside influence?
A switchboard. Nothing seems out of the order. A forklift. Nothing seems out. There are only. It is likely that this. That machine is used. Do they store ice here?
Man, I can't even see that.
The crane on this. Nothing has changed. In any case, they're examining it will not.
You could look for like blood. Or something. Some kind of trace. Yeah, that would be really interesting if actually we found some evidence that she was here. Because that would throw away the time manipulation stuff.
It's a wooden box. There is nothing.
I feel like I've checked everything, so I just gotta check everything again. So it's not green anymore. It really made me click on every single thing twice. Wow.
Nothing.
But finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out. Let's get going. Date, your temperature. At this rate, they might find your body.
Okay. I don't think that's a Yakuza house. It could be, though. I feel like that's not gonna work, but well, let's try it, I guess. I mean, we just let our main suspect go. Without
Sosajima is a
tracing him or
person of
anything. It's
interest in this
ridiculous.
case. Earlier, the boss cited I checked the call log. Congressman Sajima has one phone.
Did you find anything?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do. I looked into one call in particular.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago from Fuchu Prison. The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
Okay, so we've heard of him.
Number 8.
Yes, this is most likely the same person who called.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
From what I can determine, he accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial reward. His code name is Falco.
Falco?
Correct.
Oh, here we go. Alright, so he knows that name from his past.
Unknown.
You don't know?
He is not registered. He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant. However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude.
I don't know, that guy sounded very American to me. I don't know about him in Japanese.
Murder. He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts. He was imprisoned 6 years.
6 years?
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sajima for that information.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did, but that may...
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown. In all honesty,
Number...
should we visit Fuchu Prison?
No. Call up boss. Tell her to request...
Roger.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse. Isn't your investigation over?
I have a look. A
So is a wealthy politician. It is no surprise to me that he has a merman. Wait, a merman?
What is that? It looks like the tip of a sword. It's like samurai vibes from this place.
I told you, I will...
And why not? We didn't find anything that... There's nothing to hide.
It appears that he will not.
How many times do I don't know that. I've never seen her before.
Date.
I knew he was lost. This proved...
I am having difficulty to. After all,
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing. What are you hiding?
You are beginning...
What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private... What is your relation?
I'll answer your questions when you present... Number 8.
An inmate at Fuchu. He used to go by... He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention. If you need information, you can ask her. I can't help. Haven't you people got enough? I'm very busy. Excuse me. Oh, actually, I do, to be honest. Kaname Date, I don't ever want to see you. So I suggest that you don't show your face. It's what's best for both.
Okay, so that last line's a little bit interesting. That's only the interesting thing he said. It basically sounds like he's being... It's best for both of us. That implies that there's an outside threat to him. Like someone watching him, maybe.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is any higher could kill you. Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm good. Thanks to you.
No, I didn't do anything.
jokes.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Thank you. All right.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
She looks smaller than 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but I met him about 6 years ago.
Okay, so that's when we lost our memory.
Have you been to the Ikume Shrine in the Minato district? I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance. He grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then
What?
kissed me. I was shocked, but then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, don't call an ambulance. And don't, I knew he had to be a criminal. So I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
Alright, that is a weird ass thing to do.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
I met a stranger that was bleeding from the stomach, and he grabbed me and forced me to kiss him, and then I we started dating.
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a... But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him. And I was falling in love. Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliché, I know, but we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you, but we both knew. We were getting closer and closer. I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before.
Again, the ages are so weird. She's supposed to be 12. She looks like she's like 6.
She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting. Oh, sorry. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a while. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere.
Oh my god.
The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor.
I just can't imagine any of this actually happening in anime, sure, but...
So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic. But those days, 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house.
Okay, 6 years ago. Alright, this is the incident. That's what we dreamt about.
Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time.
That guy she's talking about, I mean, the guy in the picture at least, he looks a lot like the guy we saw, but, I mean, it is a pretty simple picture we're looking at.
But my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came.
Hey, boyfriend.
6 years ago.
Okay.
In November, he wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is the boyfriend. Is this supposed to be the killer? And he still does look like he could be Date.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, I don't know the details, so he became a target for I don't know exactly why.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh, I lied about it at the time. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
that I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him if she found out about his past.
Wait. Okay. So they said they were both arrested. So one of them, more probably the... Well, it could be either, I guess. Could be the number 89 guy. Well, there's a lot of info for looking at that picture. If that's not mandatory, there's a lot of stuff we could have avoided learning.
I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single. People didn't take kindly to that, but Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy." I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me. They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and they might have taken me in, but I was already in my... It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes, but Renju would help sometimes.
Wait. That's not true. You said she was born when you were 19. So, when you were 17, your living decisions had absolutely nothing to do with her. At least not for a year and 3 months when you got pregnant.
Yes, today's Iris isn't in school.
Yeah, I saw her.
Is that... It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos. Oh, when Iris was 5, it was called Milky Moon. She loved singing and dancing. Whenever she heard music, her body would start, and she did it at the show toward the end. When all the Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them, I tried to stop her. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to... Before I knew it, she was up. Even I was dancing by the end. When it was over, she had the... "Mama, you're a good dancer." That's the kind of girl she was. Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join the music at the train station, the crosswalk, even at convenience stores. When it almost got her into trouble. She was on the jungle gym, and it was playing loud music out the window. She climbed up to the top and started dancing, but she lost her balance and fell. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to... I was carrying her on my back, running. I could still hear her crying. "Will I still be able to dance, Mom?" She cried and cried into my... It was the only time she ever cried. No.
This time?
6 years ago,
Yeah.
I was the victim after the surgery. Iris...
Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me, more important than my own life. Did something happen to him? You asked me that yesterday. Right from the hospital? I have no idea.
Date, we have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
You need more info on Ren? I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't...
I see.
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
Oh, Fal...
You know him?
I know him as a famous assassin. Just rumors, though.
What kind of rumor?
He's good. He was a world-class killer.
Did you ever meet him?
Nope. I don't even know what he looks like.
Any other info?
I know he's connected to the Kumakuras somehow.
Alright, Kumakura, that's the mob family.
Them again.
Well, that's about it.
I wonder if it's possible we're Falco, and someone else is pretending to be us. 6 years ago we lose our memory, you know? And I would actually, I would guess Falco, yeah, there would be a good chance that he would be the guy sent to kill the boyfriend. Oh yeah, like I said, it could be either. But the boyfriend of Iris's mom, or it could be Iris's mom's boyfriend himself that had a past as an assassin and was trying to be killed. Both those make sense. And it also makes sense for us to be either one of those. Although, I mean, it would seem strange that she can't recognize me, but, I don't know. I mean, she did kind of recognize us.
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
I do not know what she means.
What?
Perhaps you should.
Absolutely.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Yeah, I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemnis?
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemnisgate. But even before that...
Hold on a second. Talent scandal. I don't know what that is.
Renju and the Kumakuras go way back.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body? You're a policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
What about you?
Me? Well, yeah. Not just one, countless bodies. When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job. You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams. I just had to go collect the money from drop points. It was an easy job. Eventually, they started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land. You know, they live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in a tub full of hot water.
Jesus.
And they pass. Just like that. Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown. The police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age. So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits. I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So Why am I telling you all this?
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was... But still... I don't have anything... Sorry, I'm not...
No, don't worry.
Can you come back? There's a regular here who is... They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have...
Tonight?
Yes.
Okay, so there should be the guy that's claiming to be 89 here.
I took care of what you asked for.
Number 80?
He's here, in the interrogation room.
I'm on it.
You'll go without me this time. One of the higher-ups needs me. I'll have Pewter go to the interrogation with...
Understood.
Okay. Wow. So that really looks like the guy, yeah. That is the guy that was there. And I assume, it's kind of unclear from the vision, but I assume he was the one.
Let's get started.
That was the intruder. Alright, I guess we'll stop it here. Pretty interesting episode. I like this one. This is one of the more interesting ones in a while. So, yeah, we'll continue next time.